Welcome to my channel. I'm going to change the indicator cancellation hub on a Subaru Brumby. This is an 89 model, but they're all basically the same. This is the replacement part, and I will put where I got this from in the description, even though I'm not sponsored, but I'll do it just to help you guys. Now, to start with, we need to get the horn pad off. So far the easiest way I've found to get this off is just with a yellow type tag plug. It does work with the blue ones as well. It's a little bit more fiddly with the blue ones. The yellow ones just seem to be the right size to do the job. It's just a regular crimping type tag plug. The clip that is under there slots into the hole and it just comes unclipped. Once you find the hole, slide it into the hole, give the horn pad a little push, comes unclipped. Same on the other side. If I can find the hole, there it is. Give the pad a little push. It comes unclipped. That's all that is. Then you slide it up. So you have this little clip at the top and the two clips at the bottom that just slides over the top, pushing them in to let them unclip. Put that aside. Underneath the horn pad there is a single nut. It's a 17mm nut. This one's being temperamental. There it goes. And when you're doing that, don't slip and go cracking your windscreen. Take that nut off. I've got the key in the ignition, so the steering lock's not on, because I don't want to break the steering lock while I was undoing that nut. Now make sure your steering wheel is where you want it to be when you put it back on. Give it a wiggle and it just comes off. Now that is the part that I am replacing. You got the top of it there. Now I need to take the plastic off from around here so I can get the indicator unit out, because on the back you need to push these clips in to make it come out. Because that won't let go without undoing them clips. So Phillips head screwdriver, and in typical Brumby fashion, as you can pull the key out wherever it's sitting, get the key out of the way, because you need to get past there. You don't want to be tangled up in the key. Nearly all these screws are the same. two up here are the only different ones. All the other ones are all the same. Couldn't remember which ones I took out then. Two there, two there. Oh, one over the side here. That's the one I was missing. So there's 5 of that type. The last 2 are the different ones. They're like that. Hold the top one up a bit, wiggle that out. It is still attached with the wires. You can usually get enough with the wires. Now, under the back here, just give that a bit of a squeeze in and a push. Sometimes they can be temperamental. It goes, comes out. There is a spring, don't lose the spring. There's the spring. With these units, they wear off on the bumps here because they're a point, where with the new one they're not a point, it's a rounded off bit, so hopefully that'll last longer than the point on these. It's only wore off a little bit, but that's enough that it won't cancel anymore. So put the spring on the new one. Push that in till it clicks. Slide that back into place. Cover back on. The screws can be a little bit fiddly to get back into their holes. Don't force them, you don't need a new hole to be made. You can generally feel them when they go into the hole. Don't over tighten these, they are only into plastic. They only need to be firm. Now the two little ones. To get them two little ones in, sometimes you have to give a little bit of a wiggle to get the holes to line up. They're in. Now lining up the steering wheel, there are, probably easier to show you on this one, you've got two little bumps here. They go into these two little holes on the steering wheel. Just sit in there like that. That way when the steering wheel turns, the whole thing turns. If you don't line them up, your indicators won't cancel, and that'll defeat the whole purpose of doing this. So because the steering shaft hasn't moved, steering wheel goes straight back on straight. The next step is over like that, straight, and that's the other way. So if your steering wheel's not straight, someone might have taken it off and put it back on like that. Well, this is also a good way to fix that. I'm just looking behind to make sure that it's lined up properly. There we go. Cancels and all. Put the nut back on. you're doing that, make sure you keep an eye that you're not slipping off your nut, because you'll end up burring the top of your nut. You don't need that. Now, getting this on can be temperamental, getting this hook back onto the top of the steering wheel there. Generally goes straight on, up a little bit. You can normally feel it go in. If you're in an area where you can't bump your horn, make sure you disconnect your battery. So that top hook's on now, and both clips are on. And there you go, all fixed. Thanks for watching, hope this helps. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.